Hello, this is my tech toolbox. I went with a little alliteration on it and called it Hansen's Terrific Tech Toolbox. I used Google Sites to kind of put all this information in one spot. Below is actually an embedded video that I made for my class as we approached this new um, arena of e-learning this year. So give that a look if you get a chance when you see that link. All right, so if I go through my toolbox, on step one, I'm going to go through things, and I listed it as instruction. All of these deal with, like, for example, Nearpod. Okay, Nearpod is a virtual classroom. It can be used for e-learning and in the classroom. A teacher can create presentations that contain quizzes, polls, videos, images, drawing boards, and web content. All right, this technology is for online learning and personalized learning. It is extremely useful now in the world of e-learning when used with Zoom. I have access to the students have something they're looking at, and I give them audio feedback. So as far as synchronous instruction, it's very helpful. Pear Deck is similar to Nearpod. It's run completely through Google Slides. And the same type of thing. There's a teacher dashboard. I can see what students are doing. That's great for online learning and personalized learning. One strategy I'll definitely use in either Nearpod or Pear Deck is that things can either be student-based or teacher-based. Assignments can be created that start at a low, kind of like a low floor, approach that high ceiling, and you can instruct students just to work, and they can work to the point of as far as they'll go, and then so that would kind of built in stratification because some students won't get as far, but that's fine. Okay, Desmos is another platform can be used for online learning in conjunction with Zoom, because a teacher classroom is created. There's a code. There's pre-made class lessons. It's a lot of times people will think that Desmos was just for mathematics, but many of these lessons are there's available lessons already there, and teachers can create their own. All right, Canvas is another platform that we're using for virtual learning, and Canvas is a classroom management system that supports online learning. It allows teachers to post grades, information, and assignments. So it actually kind of houses everything that classes do. You can post all of your information there, files, those types of things. And then another one, and one that everyone is very common with now, would be Zoom. And Zoom is a video communication platform that can assist teachers in e-learning environment. The educational subscription has many features helpful to teachers, including breakout rooms, cloud recordings of sessions, and polling capabilities. The breakout rooms have been fantastic. I teach special education. I have students that have one-on-one paraprofessionals, and the ability to create even smaller learning environments within a video conference has been very beneficial to the students to receive their special education minutes and the support that they need. But even in a regular setting, it allows people to put students into partners, but again, really works towards online learning and personalized learning. So those are the 5 I put as far as going towards instruction. And then I also created an assessment category. Okay, so online assessment. And I put 2 on there. I put formative and Flipgrid. All right. And both of these 2 would be for online learning and personalized learning. Formative allows for teachers to create assignments, deliver them to students, receive results, and provide instant feedback. The full version, it's really great because students can complete work. You can record audio and send it to them. So even if they're not, say, on a live Zoom call at the same time, they can hear your voice. You can type messages on their work. It stores it. There's some pre-created assessments. Formative has been a great way for me to get work from my students during this whole time of remote learning. And I really, really strongly suggest it for anyone who's struggling with like how to collect work from students in this environment. You can create a classroom so then when students just log into it with Google, the assignments list are just there. And as far as keeping track of did I do my homework or not, it's either submitted or not. So if students don't know what they have to do, they go in there and they know. And it's easy to use, easy to create things. Flipgrid is another great technology as far as creating a video discussion board. And I put some other things on here. I'm not going to go through them all just because we only had the 5 that were required, but I got into kind of a mood when I was creating this and just kept going. But iCivics, FET, so that deals more with simulations, hands-on activities for both of these. And iCivics even has some great like video game type things or role-playing type situations that deal with like government, elections, those types of things. And then that brings me to the support resources. So, well, within the whole website, right, there's videos and then the link to the actual website. And then also these links are PDF files to supports for those sites. So those things are all embedded. But then on top of that, all of those support resources are listed right here, at least for these 6. So for Desmos, Flipgrid, Formative, Zoom, Pear Deck, and Nearpod, there's usually there's a video and then a link to a PDF, for the most part, a PDF manual on how to use it. Sometimes it's 2 websites, maybe a help center and those types of things, but all of those support resources are embedded in. And then I also included a lesson plan. All right. This lesson plan is from about investigating t-shirt offers. If we look here, so it's grades 8 to 12 for algebra. The topic is the students in this activity, students will write linear equations and then compare them for 2 t-shirt companies. So the expectations is that students will draw connections between algebraic and graphical solutions and interpret the results in context. The students will access, so now, usually I would use do this project in class, but now, or not this assignment in class, but now it'll be done through Zoom. So I would schedule a Zoom session, and then I would share out the code for Desmos, and then I would share my screen with the teacher dashboard up, so that, and I would tell the students to minimize their Zoom so that my audio is still going through. We can still talk, but we're using Desmos as the place where the work is happening, so I can, in real time, assess what they're doing, get feedback from them, and really create a great virtual classroom. And then the responses I can identify who needs additional support and maybe use some of those breakout rooms using Zoom. Okay, so for this assignment, we use Desmos and Zoom. So if we look here too, just to kind of a better description, or just to see it, there's a link embedded in with the actual activity from Desmos. So we can see that. So it starts off with a big question of, right, Jill's investigating offers to purchase t-shirts. What questions would you ask Jill to help her choose the best offers? And then it pushes the students all through different activities with graphing and comparing lines in slope-intercept form. And all of these links are embedded in the website that I also, or the Google site that I shared. Thank you.